Good morning guys, it's Simply A here with another review video. I am not only just reviewing an e-liquid today, I'm reviewing just one and the other one will be in the next video. I'm also doing an unboxing video and we are going to thoroughly enjoy this. A much loved company that I've bought from before. Excuse the coughing. Much loved company I've bought from before. It is Xquisite juice. And what am I reviewing? Well, I'm reviewing their pen, of course. It is the XJ Pen Pro. Now, I'm going to quickly put this all back in the box and I'm going to do an unboxing. I have used it for about 15 hours now. I took it down to a local shop with there was a whole bunch of other reviews there. The Worthing Vapor, Kevin Jeffrey, he was there. We both had a look at it. We both had our separate notions as to quality and blah blah about it. Anyway, we both had our opinions about the XJ Pen Pro. We're gonna not so much dive down, but I am going to be reviewing this in a moment. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Hello again, guys. Back again. I've just put the pen and the tank back into the packaging, and here it is. This is the unboxing video for the XJ Pen or Juice Pen Pro. So, what are we going to expect from this? Well, let's have a little look. We're expecting large battery size capacity, 2200 milliamp battery. It's got a 2-hour charging time via the USB cable that's provided. It also includes one of the XJ coils. I'll get onto that in just a moment about the XJ coils. Yeah, it's a sub-ohm design tank. It comes with 6 months battery warranty and it comes with 6 months tank warranty, which I think is really good. Price point, very good price point. I would buy it for this price. £40 for this, and we'll see in a minute what you get with the device itself. So yeah, let's have a little look. So I'm going to take the lid off, not for the first time, but for the third time. And here we are. You've got your nice XJ Pro tank and the XJ Pro pen itself. The pen itself is a 2200 milliamp battery. Charge time is 2 hours. You'll probably, guess on personal experience, you're probably looking at about 1 day's worth, depending on how often you vape. It's got a glass tank, of course. It's got some space. It's got all the spaces in between. The glass tank itself it says 3 to 4 mils. It says 3 to 4 mils, but I'm going to say it's an easy 4.5, maybe 5 mils if you fill it right to the top. So it's a really good capacity. It's a nice design. I do have some cons and some pros and cons in regards to the tank itself, not the actual body, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Right. So first, we have the tank. As you can see on the bezel and on the top, you've got the XJ Exquisite juice lining across there. You've got a nice short to wide bore 510 connector pin that you just screw on. It's got a double O-ring there, so it's all nice and snug when you put it in. Doesn't come off very easily. It's very nice and snug, very nice and level. It's a very good quality for the mouthpiece for sure. It's got dual airflow on both sides, and it doesn't matter what you do on one side, it will be replicated on the opposite side. The threading isn't the best threading I've ever come across, but it certainly is a good thread for what it's worth in price point. And we'll get onto that in a moment as well. Yeah, it's got a nice wide airflow. I've seen, if I was to do a comparison to my UL crown. Now, if I do a comparison to, yep, it's actually wider. It's wider in respects to its airflow. It's a lot thinner though. It's wider but thinner, so it does give you a tighter draw. It's not as airy as all the other sub-ohm tanks that you'll come across. But there again, that's a pro to some and a con to others. But it's all each to their own, really. The atomizer itself, a coil. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. I'm on xjvape.com's website, which will be in the description below in this video. Now I'll go to the coils. You can buy a pack of 3 for £7.50 or a pack of 5 for a tenner. So that's good. It's a good price point. The coils will last between 2 and 4 weeks. That totally depends on how often you vape. Let's have a look. Now this is the only thing that really made me confused, because with atomizers, with the coils, you know the ohm range. You know what ohm range you're vaping at. When you look at the coil itself, there is nothing on there to say what the ohm range is, which is a con. No offense to Xquisite Juice. It would help greatly if you guys could let me know what the ohm range for this coil is. It would make it a lot more easier for me to explain what kind of experience you're going to reach in regards to vaping on this. And the other con in regards to the coil is that on the actual website it doesn't specify the ohm range for the coils as well. So I can't really go any further in regards to the coils. So XJ, my advice to you guys is when you see this video, throw out what the ohm range is for the coils, because it would help everyone out greatly. Because you know, people might end up buying these coils and they might not like these coils. Whether or not, you know, you guys only do one set of coils. Just tell us what the ohm is. Tell us what the ohm range is, and we'll be happy. Okay. Right. So you've covered the tank to not as a deep aspect as I thought I was going to, but I'm going to do it in a comparison with the UL crown. So here is height for height. So it's not bad. It's not bad in regards to its height. The diameter is probably, I think it's about 23 mils. About 23 mils. And the tank capacity is roughly the same. Again, with the diameter, the tank will look a lot different, but I think it's a really good tank. I'm not going to break this down into individual parts because, you know, I've got the juice in there. You know, you guys want a quick review on this. We just want to see what it's like up close. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the con with the second con with this tank, other than the atomizer ohm reading, is the airflow. It's very quick. It's very loose. It's not as restricting as other tanks. If I was to compare this with the way that it works with the sub mega tank that you get on the Revolution VT60, the tank that comes with that, it's got the same build design as you can see on here, but you guys really need to make that airflow adjuster just a little bit tighter, because you know, when you're walking around stuff, I was using it yesterday, and as I was walking around, it was moving in my pocket, and as I was getting it out, I kept having to readjust the airflow. It's not a massive con. You know, some people might not mind. They might just go, oh, yeah, just twist it, you know. But there are a lot of picky people out there, and they want the quality that they pay for in respects to airflow and all that sort of thing. Airflow is a massive part of vaping, and especially with a sub-ohm tank, you want it just a little bit tighter. So, two things. Put the ohm range in the description on your website, so we know what the ohm range is for this coil, and just tighten up that airflow spindle. That's what you guys need to do. They're the only two cons we've got at the moment. So I'm just going to set that down to one side, and we're going to have a look at the pen. Now, the actual pen itself, it's a really good quality. You've got the charging point, the USB charger. That little point that you see just above there, that is the charging LED. It will shine red when it is charging, and then when it is complete after its 2-hour charge, it will show green. It's quite bright, so you guys will see very clearly when the tank is ready to vape on. When you do receive it, it does come with a little bit of charge, so you guys can have a little vape before you have to charge it, which is pretty good. The texture. Now, this is the best way that I'm going to describe the texture of the pen. It's smooth, but it's also robust. It's got kind of like that fake leathery feel. And if I was to do a comparison, I would compare it to my Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Like although the gradient looks different on both, they both feel the same. So it's got a nice grip, but it's also smooth. It's got it's got an essence of elegance to it. So, and these pens are quite the beauty. They're quite beautiful pens, I must admit. In terms of quality, I don't know really. I mean, the quality on the tank needs to be changed, not dramatically, but you just need to tweak it a little bit. But then again, that's why you send these things. That's why you sent this to me, because you want me to review your product. And I'm telling you now, you've got a great product. You just need to tweak a couple of things. That's all. And if you have any concerns, then XJ, just email me, send me a message. We talk all the time, so if you need anything, just let me know. 510 threading on the connector. Is it spring loaded? We're going to find out. It's spring loaded. It is a spring loaded 510 connector. Let's have a look. It doesn't look silver. It's not bronze. It's not gold. I think it's just a stainless steel 510 connector. As you can see, you've got your bottom airflow extruding slots on each corner of this circular base. So we're just going to screw it on right now. Also, when you guys are putting this tank on, please be sure to not tighten it too much. Otherwise it's going to be a hell of a bastard to get off. But for all of those who have RDAs, not so much RDAs, but for anyone who has a Coil Master kit, grab the Coil Master tweezers. These are separate ceramic tweezers you can buy online. So if it does get a bit too tight, you can just use it to squeeze on the smaller side. So it's a bit too small for this one. So just grab it on just like that, and then twist. There you go. You can. So for anyone who does accidentally twist it on too tight, get a pair of these, because they're a lifesaver. They've been a lifesaver for me in the past. I mean, the amount of times I've got my U-Wheel crown tank stuck is unbelievable, and these guys are saving every time. I'm not advertising those ceramic tweezers. I'm just saying, for the sake of what I've been told by XJ, do not tighten it too much. But if you do, then you've got a product that you can use to untighten it. Maybe XJ, if you guys come out with a little pair of tweezers or something that you can undo the pens with, that'd be great. That'd be great. You know, just a little accessory that everyone can love and enjoy. There's a height difference. So if I put it up against my hand, you're probably looking at about 6 inches long. So it's about 6 inches long. It's quite a long pen. It's quite a good pen. It's like, when you put it in your hand, you feel like you've got a good product. It's like, you know, it's like, especially if you're a bloke, if you grab something, you're like, yeah, this is good. I like this pen. This pen I'm going to use all the time. This is my favourite pen. Anyway, 5 clicks to turn on, and you'll see that it will do a purple light. That light will indicate that it's just been turned on. When you press the button, it will glow blue. That will tell you that the atomizer is active. Now, do not press the button and then vape. Put it in your mouth first and then press the button, because that will give you not the most pleasant experience in the world. And also, when the pen is low on its battery life, it's desperately trying to keep you going, it will glow red, and that will indicate that the battery is low, and then eventually it will turn off and you'll see that purple light again. And it will turn off. So 5 clicks to turn on, the 6th is to vape, 5 clicks to turn off. Simple. So we're going to have a quick vape on this. I love the XJ embezzlement on the side of the pen. I haven't used it long enough to see if it will rub off over time. I'm hoping it doesn't rub off half the time, because it's a really nice pen. But even if it does rub off, you've still got a nice, brilliant product, and you still have the Xquisite Juice logo on the top of the tank. So if anyone asks, you can just say this is the tank and this is the pen that it comes with. So let's have a quick vape. Me being stupid, airflow open, please. Again, this works more if you're a mouth to lung vapor. If you're mouth to lung, this is probably the best option for you. Because I'm more strictly lung related, I just go straight to lung. I'm a lung hitter. I'm mouth to lung vapour. You can do it on both, but it's easier if you do it as mouth to lung. So it's got really good cloud production, I must admit. It does specify that it has massive cloud production. Because of the restrictive airflow, especially on the chimney, because the chimney's so thin, you get a good cloud production. This is more of a taste productor. This isn't more cloud. I wouldn't say I'm not no offense to XJ. You guys have got something that's really good for taste. It's not the best for cloud production, but it's good for cloud production. You know, if you guys just widen that tunnel, that chimney, the cloud production will be immense, absolutely immense. Oh, got a bit of a hiccup there. Yeah, because I'm doing straight to lung, when I'm releasing, I'm sucking up the extra air. That gives me a hiccup. So you can tell this is more of a mouth to lung. Now I've got hiccups. This is great. The one time I want to do a review and I've got hiccups, but I think it's just vape related hiccups. So we'll see. So 5 clicks to turn off. Okay, now we've got the rest of the box to have a look at. The box is in really good quality. It's nice and all nice and plastic. Here we are. Good old Mr. Postman decided to crack and smudge the plastic casing on the outside, which isn't the best. But hey ho, it said fragile on the package post. You should be doing your job. Yeah, it's got really nice detail. It's got all of their advertisement at the bottom. If you want to follow them on Instagram, it's at Xquisite Juice. Hashtag stay exquisite. Hashtag get juiced. All of that will be in the description below, so you guys can have a look. It's really good packaging. I do like the packaging. It's standard. I'd say standard, more of a standard packaging, but it's still a good packaging regardless. Anyway, if we lift up, you've got a nice little tab here at the bottom. So you lift it up, and lo and behold, there is an insert right there. And what's that for? It's for your USB charging cable. Now, it's turned off, so I'm not going to blow myself up. It's a good cable, that's for sure. Nice quality cable. So what you can do is you're just going to stick it right in the end of the pen, plug it into a charger, not just any charger, make sure it's an electronic cigarette charger plug. Don't just stick it into any old one, because you could do more damage than good. So anyway, yeah, USB, so you can charge it on the go, especially if you have a portable charging device. You can always charge it through there on the go. Really good. As far as what's in the box is concerned, that's it. You get the pen adapter, the battery. You get the tank, which also comes with the core pre-installed, and you get the USB charging kit for £40. That's not bad. That's not bad for £40. And it's their only vaping products that's pen related. They specialise more in the shisha bottles sort of thing. That's their speciality. And they come up with a pen because, you know what, this day and age you guys need to come out with a pen. And that's the way I've done it. My advice is that if you're transitioning from smoking and you want to stop smoking, you want to start vaping, this is the advanced from a starter that you guys want to use. This isn't the kind of advanced sort of thing that you'd see for an RDA and mod boxes. This is a league of its own. So you're thinking starter kit, intermediate, and then you're thinking this one, and then you're thinking the advanced stuff. So this is like a bit in between starting and more advanced stuff. If you guys become more hobby related, then you're not gonna remove this from your life. I'm gonna use this. This is a really good pen. I'm still gonna use this. This is my go-to. But I'm gonna be using this quite a lot. And the reason why is because I like it. It's portable. It's cool. It's quite sexy. I kid you not, I was at the train station yesterday morning on my way to meet everyone at Capital Vapes. I was on my way to meet the Worthing Vapor, Kevin Jeffrey, and believe it or not, someone there, and then I showed the pen off to a couple of guys that I knew who worked there, and bloody hell did they not try and buy it off me. And I was like, no, this is for reviewing, this is not for buying. I do not sell products, I review them, I do not sell them. There's a big difference. I'm not one of those YouTubers that try and get those free products because I'm a YouTuber and I do reviews and I try and get free stuff. I'm not going to go bloody sell it, am I? No, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it and enjoy it. That's the whole point I do this kind of sort of thing, because the reason why I do it is because I want to express the way I feel about vaping and the fact that I love vaping. It's a passion, it's a hobby, and I want to share it with everyone. I don't want to go off selling it to people. Jesus, if you want it, you go ahead and buy it. That's the whole reason why I'm doing it, to promote the companies. So anyway, I have my little ramble now, because there are those out there who do try to get the freebies and then freaking sell them off, which I think is wrong. Unless you're an independent vapor yourself, then if you own your own shit, then sell it. But if you're like me and you don't own your own company, you get this stuff for free, you're not going to go off and selling it because they're going to lose some money. The whole point of this is that you go through my video to the company and then buy from them. Okay, anyway, we're going to jump on to the website quickly. The website is xjvape.com. You guys will see that in the description below, and you're probably seeing it floating above my head or side to side. You're going to be seeing it around this area soon. So, what was I vaping on? Well, that's a good question. What was I vaping on? I was vaping on the Xquisite juice, which was the Juicy Lemon. They also sent me the Candy Crush, which is one of their patented juices. I'm not going to be reviewing this. I'm only going to be reviewing this. This one deserves its own separate video, and the reason why is because it's bloody fantastic. Right, Juicy Melons. That is what I was vaping on the XJ pen. So we're going to put the atomizer back on. Also with this, it's a bottom fill, so when you go to refill it, make sure you twist it, fill. It's really good for filling. It's got a massive holes around the edge of the chimney, so you can fill it up really easy. It's really easy to fill up. I could have said that any more times. So 5 clicks to turn on, purple, red to go, blue, start vaping. Here we go. It's good for cloud production. Again, it's not for cloud chasers. This is not a cloud chasing product, unless you're putting it into something that replicates that sort of thing. This is a flavour chaser, big flavour chaser. And I'll tell you what, Juicy Melons, my God. As you can see, you're getting better vapour production. I'm not sure what the wattage, I'm not sure what the power output is for this. It just tells me in the description that it's a 2200 mile battery. If I was to compare it to my VT60, I mean, I currently vape that on about 35 watts. It's probably about 25 watts, 30 watts. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling 25 to 30 watts on this sort of thing. So you're looking at a very good £40, 30 watt device, 2200 mile battery. It doesn't get hot. The tank doesn't get hot. That's the one thing that I do like about this this tank. It doesn't get hot. The pen at the base gets hot, but that's because that's where the charging port is, and you're going to expect that. But it does not get hot. Not enough for you to go, I need to put it down again. You can continue vaping on this, and it won't get hot, which is really good. Despite that the air reduction slots on the bottom are so thin, no heat. There's no heat. The tank's not hot. The drip tip's not hot, despite its metallic material. It's really good. Anyway, Juicy Lemons. What do I think about Juicy Lemons? Oh my God, it's the best. It's not as good as their Candy Crush, and it's not as good as what was the other one? It was the blueberry something. I need to have a little look. So we're going to go to the XJ liquids. It's not as good as the Exquisite Blue. There you go. It's not as good as the Exquisite Blue. So the more you use it, the better the cloud production gets. So I'm starting to think that the massive cloud production aspect is true. It is true. You do get some decent clouds off of it. But yeah, I'm not sure what the ramp up time is. I'm not sure what the cool down time is. I know that the ramp up takes a couple of goes to get it going. It fluctuates up and down by the way that I can tell just by vaping. It fluctuates on its wattage and its power output. Again, I've done a review on XJ liquids before. I've done it on, the last one I've done was on the lime juice, and I absolutely adored it. Absolutely adored it. Juicy melon. You're probably looking at going, if you want to go to your local supermarket, buy a melon, take a bite out of that shit, take a vape off of this shit, and I guarantee there's going to be no comparison against them because it's tasted exactly like it is. It is just pure juicy lemon. I mean, the only reason I don't like this pen is because of it's got a tight draw. But again, it's in a totally different league to its own in comparison to the RDA. So I like a nice flowing, free flow vape. I mean, I could still use these in my RDA and there won't be any problem. The taste does not change. This is the thing. The sub-ohm tank, regardless of its tight airflow and the RDA, there is very little difference between the taste. The taste is so extreme on these. And I tell you what, they are true to their word about the explosion of flavour. It's just a really nice combination of all sorts. You know, the icy apple, the juicy lemon, the candy crush, the lime juice, the exquisite blue, and they're coming out with a new liquid which I can't wait to try, and it's called Exquisite Brew. Now, is that going to be an iron brew equivalent, or is it going to be a more like an iced tea, or is it going to be just your average cup of tea flavour? I don't know. I do not know. When I click on it, let's have a look. The franchise player, XJ, have this summer's hottest commodity, the most exquisite flavour to date. From the mountains of Scotland to lips of vapors, Exquisite Brew indulges 3 secret flavours to bring you perfection. So, there's going to be 3 flavours in this juice, and I cannot wait to see what it's going to be. Because if it's anything like any of the other juices that I've done, this thing's going to be a knockout in this pen, and it's going to be a knockout in your RDAs. So, moral of the story is, I would buy this. I would probably change my tank. The reason being is because of the tight air draw. I love sub-ohming as much as my RDAs, so I wouldn't recommend using another sub-ohm tank. But if you want to use another sub-ohm tank, you can. And why? Because I've already tried this. So, I'm going to put on my UL crown. And we're going to have a vape on it and see what happens. Threads on very nicely, there's no problems there. It's not matchy-matchy, and there is a little bit overhang. That's only because this is wider and it is heavier. So, it doesn't look too bad on the pen. If the bezel around this was the same colour as the actual pen, it'll probably look quite smart. It'll probably look quite smart, very gentlemanly. I know Exquisite has a profound gentleman-like persona with their e-liquids and their pen. So, we're going to open this up all the way. Have a vape. Again, I've got no problems, even with the wider airflow. It still produces great clouds. This pen produces a good power output. It's not for the advanced vapors. The advanced vapors would want to go past this. So XJ, you guys probably, this is a good pen, you guys, good product. It doesn't meet the criteria of the advanced market, but it does meet the criteria of the intermediate market. And I know that a lot of people, when they start vaping, they want to start out on something like a starter kit, or they want to push past the starter kits and go to the more intermediate stage. This is probably one of the best intermediate pens I've actually tried, despite its no, not despite anything. Not despite anything. I'm going to put it back on again. 2200 mAh battery. If you guys need to ramp this up, put in a 3100 and you're good to go. Bloody good pen. The pen itself is amazing, but you need to tweak your tank. You guys really need to tweak your tank. So I'm going to put the tank back on, the original XJ tank and have another vape on this. Oh, the flavour on that juicy melon. Oh, that's intense. It gives you a right kick. Really good stuff. So, price point. You're on good standards with your price point for £40. That's not bad for £40. Maybe include an extra coil to keep us going before we go off and buy some more coils, so we can love it even more before buying some more. But yeah, for £7.50 for 3 or 5 for 10, that's not bad, considering you'll get about 6 to 12 weeks. If you buy the 5 for £10, you're going to get about 6 to 12 weeks out of it, which is really good when you consider the factor. And all of their bottles range £15. I know for a fact that the new Xquisite brew, that when that comes out, that is going to be £17.50, and the reason why is because it's a new e-liquid and you don't want to sacrifice on price point, that's for sure. Also, before I end this video, throughout this video you're going to see, either above me or beside me, you're going to see a promotional code, so that you can go buy this with a discount code. And this discount code was provided by XJ to me, to you guys, and it's 20% off. So when you go on their website, grab whatever it is you want, and in the discount code section, simply type Simply20. That's it, Simply20, and you get 20% off everything. Everything you buy, 20% off. So that's Simply20. That'll be in the description below. It will be on my Twitter. It will be on my Instagram. Instagram is new, but I've been using it for a while now. I've been using it for quite some time, but my Instagram I've only just started using to promote my reviewing channel. This video has been going on for about half hour now. You guys are probably bored to shit, and you want to watch the next video. The next video will be tomorrow morning, and it will be either on the Candy Crush, or it will be on another range from the Suicide Bunny that I still need to cover. So we'll see as time goes past for that. Have I gone into thorough detail about this pen? I would consider I have enough for you guys to contemplate whether or not this is worth buying. And I can tell you now from my own personal experience, from sub-ohm tanks to starter kits to advanced mods, this is a really good intermediate pen to use. Yeah, I'll use this in my downtime when I'm out and about, because I don't want to keep dripping everywhere, because it's really annoying. So this is going to be my going out and about sort of thing, and I can't wait to use it again and again. And this is just for luxury sake when I'm at home. So yeah, buy this pen, £40 plus a 20% off discount code, Simply20. You're laughing, you're absolutely laughing. And the same with all their juice range, 20% off, you're laughing like hell. So go to the XJ website, it will be in the description below with everything that I've just reviewed. Also follow me on Twitter for the latest updates. The promotional code is going to be on there, along with my Twitter. Also, I can't wait to try the Candy Crush. I will be trying it very soon. I'm going to jump on some juicy melon from now on, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video, as always. I'm going to send you off with a quick vape, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.